Okay guys, welcome back.
Welcome everybody.
Right, now I said I was doing this as a separate sort of video. This is going to be tagged on to what I was doing before, so it's going to be one continuous video for wood turners, but I'm going to do a little video that I'll put up as my fishing one, because this is to do with fishing as well as wood turning. And what I'm making is I'm making myself up another bait needle. Okay, now I made hundreds of these. I've made them. They was all being sold in a tackle shop at one time, Seagull Tackle down at Dungeness. Tony was selling them, but he's closed down now, so there you go. Right, bait needles are made up. What I want to do, I want to make another one up. I've made these. This has got quite thick steel. This has got thinner ones, so if I want to put worms on, they have a thinner needle bit. And I've made a single one up like this. I've made some single ones. I have that, but I want one where the two needles are going to be closer together. Okay, reason being I want that, and if any of you do it, making up your wraps with a worm and say a squid wrap, I don't want to actually thread the worm on. So with these I'd have to thread the worm on and then put the squid on and then wrap it. I want them close enough together so the worm can just sit between the two things without being punctured, and then put the squid over the top and then wrap it up. Reason being that if I'm using say blow lug or yellow towels, you know, I don't have to burst the worm. Yeah. So I can actually wrap it up, get it all nice, get the hook laid on, wrap it up, get it out there, and then when the fish comes along and has a little chop, then the worm bursts. Okay, without me actually bursting it. That's my idea behind it and what I want.
All the juices.
So, yeah, all the juices. So I've got a piece of wood. I've drilled it already. I've just put 2 holes in the end like that. And when I put these in, see what they're going to be. They're going to be, when that's level, they're going to be that close together. See. So that will mean that a worm can lay across the top, especially like frozen worms as well. They're a bit awkward to stick on, aren't they? The worm can lay across the middle, squid over the top, and then wrap it up, and that'd be nice. Or hook over the top, then the squid, then wrap it up, and the hook's in the centre, and I haven't got to burst the worm. That's my idea behind it. So let's make one.
Let's make it.
Okay, now for the wood turners, obviously I'm using my O'Donnell jaws here because I want to get that just in, and I'm going inside that bit. I'm not using the dovetail bit. Reason being, the dovetail bit is very small on these. Now I want to make it, I'm going to make it basically the same size as that. Oh, I want that out a little bit further. I could have done a bit longer wood really. Maybe a little bit smaller than this one. That's it. I don't want a big handle. I just want a small handle. I want it shaped a bit like this, so it just sits nice like that, so I can wrap it up. It just makes it comfortable, doesn't it? And it's a nice wooden handle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this in, get this, just loosen that a little bit, get that centered right in the center between those holes, which would be there. Get a bit of tight on that, move it, just center it up. That's it. It's not over. I'm just being a little bit, because it's mine, isn't it? I want it to be nice, so I'm going to give that a good tighten up. That ain't going nowhere. I'm going to leave the centre there just for now, so that'll take away any vibration. There you go. I know it won't mean, actually I'm going to loosen that, take that off and wind this back a bit. That lets my tailstock come back. Tighten up, that way I can get my chuck actually in between, my tool rest in between the chuck and the banjo. Means I can be about 1 mil away from the chuck and I'm not going to hit nothing, and I'm nice and close, and that's it. Okay, so I'm just going to turn that and make up a bait needle. There you go. Just thought you might like to see it if you're into your fishing. You might be into your fishing and want to do a little bit of wood turning as well. Fantastic. Yeah. And need any tips, I'm here to help if you need anything. I'm going to use my skew. I'm going to use this one, my old skew. This is beautiful, this skew. Very, very old. It's got to be, I don't know, it's a lot of years old, that one. I couldn't put an actual date on it. You're probably talking something like about 40 years old, maybe 50 years old. Right, okay. And that's what I'm going to use. Face shields on, always protect yourself. Right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a cut here. Just like that. So that when I come down here, these bits go and I don't get that annoying fluff like that at the end of it. It's a very easy turn, there's nothing complicated in it. A little bit thinner than that. And I want to bring this in a bit. I want a slight taper on here, slight dip, you know. Bring that round. About there will do me with that. That's it, that's nice. I'm going to use a point to just take that little edge like that. That's it, that's nice. And I'm going to bring that in. That's it, that'd be a nice hand shape, hand size. Roll it over. I'm going to come in with the parting tool and come in here. That's because it's still square there. That's all that is. It's quite a throw me. About there, that'll do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use I would bring this curve in here with the skew, but I can't because my chuck's too far. I'm going to too close to the chuck. I'm going to hit there. Okay, so I'm going to use a spindle gouge to do this bit, and I'm just going to. All I want to do is roll over that and bring that in, and gently bring it out. That's it. Okay, and then I'm going to just roll that down there like so. That's enough. Then I can go back to my skew and finish that by coming down. Nice and gentle, don't want to hit the chuck. There we go. That's it, that's what I want, that sort of shape, okay? And then I'm going to cut a little V groove. Little V groove. And just burn some lines on that. It just makes it different, it just makes it mine. Do whatever you want with it, really. Quick and easy, like that. That's it. Right, I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm not worried if there's any step centre marks on that. It really doesn't matter at all because it's just for me, okay? A little bit of sandpaper on there. Clean it up anyway, a little bit around there. Won't take much sanding. There we go. Just do a little bit on there. So I'll just come in and I can feel that's probably not exactly round on that bit. Might be a little bit left there. That's better. That's it, I'll put that there. Stand that. Right, and now bring this back in right up close to the chuck with the parting tool. I'm going to take that in a little bit further. That's it. And then for this bit I need to go over to my smaller skew now. It's my little one-handed skew. So I'm using two-handed at the moment, but yeah, that'll finish that round there. And I'll use that to part that in a second. Right, that's nice. Right, because it's got a little bit of movement, I'm going to put that centre back up on there. Just while I put a bit of sanding sealer and a bit of wax on. You're going to use a bit of Canova wax because that'll give it a real hard wearing finish. This is just my shellac. My shellac sanding sealer. I've got a video up if you want to know how to make it. That's it, that's done. Give it a little, there we go. Pop that back in there. A few little wood shavings. That just denibs it. And I'm using Canova wax. Now give that a real nice shine, and it'll be hard wearing. It won't come off too easily. That give it a nice finish. Only for me, but you know, get in there. Remember, don't wrap the cloth around your hand. If it was to grab on the chuck, you don't want to be tethered to it. Just hold it like that, and it won't hurt you. There you go. Now I'm going to bring this in. Remember, don't hit your chuck or the piece. Just bring it in nice and careful there, like so. We take this away. As you finish that off, I'm just going to put a little bit of wax on that bottom bit there, just to seal it while it's spinning. There we go. Good. Right, now a little skew, my little one-handed skew. So I can come in here and part this off. Nice and gentle. There we go, that's off. Oh, it's got a knot on the end, look. It's got a little knot on the end, so that makes it nice. And all I'm going to do is clean that up by just taking that. Like I say, if you're worried about it, you can sand it, but it's got a tiny little knot on the end there. So that's right, I'm not worried about sanding it, and that's it. Right, now what I'm going to do, I'm not worrying over worrying about that, because I'm going to have to put it on here and take me face shield off. Like I said, this is going to be the first time I use it. It's going to have fish and worm and God knows what else on it.
All the guts.
Right, so I'm going to put my 2 needles in, like there and there, and now I've got to push them in. So I'm coming on here, so I'm going to bring my towel stock up, like so, and I'm just going to gently push them in, just till it stops. There we go, that's it, stopped. Right, now I've got to get it out of there. That's it, it's out. Right, I've pulled apart just a fraction. What I'm going to do, it's not the holes are straight, it's just the steel itself. So what I'm going to do is cross them like that, pull them over. There you go. Perfect, pucker. And that's what I want. I don't got to glue them, they're staying. What I will probably do is put a little bit of super glue on the end and it'll slowly seep down into it. But that's what I wanted. Now I can lay my lugworm in there, it won't fall through. Yeah, put me hook down over the top, hang it down, bit of squid on top, wrap it round, and that's it, done. Or what I like to do is put the worm on, put the squid on, wrap it over with my elastic, and then I can cut that into smaller bits, because quite often I like small baits. So there we go, guys, look at that. Make this up a little bait needle. So there you go. Join me back here in a minute. Right, and obviously I ain't got worm or fish baits in here and squid in here. It'd make me feel workshop stink, wouldn't it? So what I'll do is when I next do a fishing video, I'll show you how I use that for baiting up. So I know you all know how to bait up. I'm not teaching me granny to suck eggs. I'm just saying how my needle works, okay? So there you go, and I'll show you why I've done it like that and what I want it for. So for the fishermen out there, I'll say toodle pip.
Bye, guys.
And for the wood turners, I'm going to tag this in so I'll carry this video on. So join me back here in a second.